welcome everyone to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hokies will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will have the opening possession of the game. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
And the Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He wants to change this route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start on offense.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Monroe. A relatively short but effective gain. He's out of bounds at the 11.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down.
The hardest thing to do.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Virginia Tech's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take on the prize.
Looking to throw, it's open. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. On the move, he fires. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Hokies line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Monroe. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They give it to him again. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off play action on 1st down. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Dropping back, it's Oben. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a fourth and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the fourth down.
And the Hokies will try to convert on fourth down. Pressure coming. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Oh, he's got some space. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's the handoff. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this run.
They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And with that last catch, he's reached a milestone that very few receivers in college football ever get. That's his 100th catch of the season, and it's a testament to how hard this guy works all throughout the week so that he plays his best on game day.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Third down is a big factor in games. It's something I know. In particular, practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with his guy, and they've got to find a better way. Being more efficient on third.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
They were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive isn't going to make it happen.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Begum. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Back to throw. It's Oben. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, it wasn't the most accurate throw, but an incredible effort by the receiver to pluck it out of the air, get a foot down in bounds right on the sideline. He didn't get the first, but he's now given them an opportunity to convert this 4th down.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll set up to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Monroe. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Monroe. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unleashes one. Got his man on the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Monroe. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's reeled in. It's Monroe. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they got the running back out on a route one-on-one. He's got to do a better job separating, though. Just not a good enough route so that when he caught it, he got tackled right away for a gain of no yards.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. And that is how a punter out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Cantrell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Just keep slinging it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because there's so much. Athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by 7 over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. It'll be incomplete. Trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive.
There he goes! That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this.
Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
Going to try to get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
To me, like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road. Trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Back to pass, it's open. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Monroe. Oh, it's a fumble. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the 1st down. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking to throw for it. Grab behind the line. It's Monroe. Turning it on. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They believe they can run right here. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's open. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Hokies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kick is in the air. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's open. Spins away from the defender. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Hokies will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to...
Breaks into the open. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. And the Golden Bears are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
They'll run it from the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Caught near the sideline, it's Monroe. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Making side adjustments here. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Everybody stays in their lane well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover.
Oh, play, it's intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Monroe. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy going well.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Oklahoma State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's open. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Gilliam. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Pulls it in. It's Wicks. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Grabbed in the middle. It's Monroe. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley.
The Golden Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The inside handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll pull it on the read. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. They'll run play action. Got a man. It's Gilliam. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. From the gun, the running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Running back searching for a hole. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
I tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And that one will give them the lead.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, Dave.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
1st and 10. To the air. It's open. Fires left. Pulls it in. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Takes the handoff. It's Quinks. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
To the air on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Hokies with the 1st and 10. Motion from the back. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Flips it out to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Hey, man, you want to make a statement defensively, make hits like that. You're going to start having these receivers think twice about running these routes. This defense came to play, and they are laying the wood.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Gets it to the back. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
He slides that just inside the right upright. That brings him to within 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Using his legs, it's Monroe. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Bean. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Golden Bears are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Monroe. At the 35, he's got room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Buys a little time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
And on 2nd and short, no tight formation here. 3 receivers left. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cal. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Quarterback on the keeper. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll keep it himself. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To throw, it's open. Back open in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the ground, it's Wicks. Finding open areas. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter.
First down for the offense.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone and the 10. The give to the tailback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Third and goal, and I like the play call. You're trying to run it in. You expect to be physical, but this offensive line just not getting the job done. They need more push.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Looking for a gap. It's Monroe. Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Golden Bears are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Monroe. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a run. Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Makes the grab. It's Monroe. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Wants to throw on third. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bean. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it two straight.
There he goes! He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. Two straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get into those critical points to get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw...
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Scanning the field, it's open. The quick out. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see them near as much, but versatile piece.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's B. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to run it. Looking for room at the 30. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Sends it back in motion. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short. An interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Nebraska. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the ground with the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
They showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. It's open. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Motion from the back. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! Fit it in the window for the score. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Getting set for the point after. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Cal! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Oben. Here's a heat. Finds his man, it's Wicks. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Second down now after the sack. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secured the football. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
The Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it behind the line. It's Monroe. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play. Just keep that in mind.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He might want another play. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.